Within 10 days of launching that, we were able to get $56,000. 50,000, literally more than what was needed. So I'm Dr. Vikas. I'm president, co-founder of Intelligent Health Group. It's a chain of rehab and wellness clinics, as well as president, founder of Clinic Real Intelligence. We're a new consulting group for other chiropractors. One of the reasons I joined AIpreneurs is because I got the privilege of watching Atena at the High Level Summit in October, and it was fantastic. So when I was sitting there in Atena's class, the whole buzz around the whole summit was AI. They were saying we're still early to the game. The 9% of the world's population is using AI, but it's only 9%. 91% are still not using it. So there's a big opportunity. We're still early to the game, so get to the table quick. So as I heard that, and as I heard other speakers, and I heard other groups, what they were providing in terms of their programming, the one that was the winner, clear winner, was when I met Tatiana first. And she showed me the program. She showed me the lead hacker, the things that you're doing with that, which was fantastic. And then that followed up with the actual talk by Atena and what she was doing. And just, I think it's her energy. I think it pulls everyone in. She's very charismatic. And what she was able to do, how she grew from like 0 to 20 million, that was very inspiring, of course. And so that's something I want. I want to scale very quickly. And she was showing that she was able to bring things in terms of AI very quickly in a very easy way. So even from beginners can begin. And that was really good because I'm not overly literate with AI, but I know I need to get to the table and I need to learn quick. So her ways of teaching, her program, obviously the software, it enables for that. It allows for that. So it didn't seem as overwhelming. And so that's why I first joined with the AIpreneurs. And of course, it was a great offer. I mean, you could test it for a couple of weeks. You can come to the mastermind classes. You could kind of understand, what it's all about and see if there's value. But I was blown away because I've been part of so many consulting groups before, so much coaching groups with different groups, whether it's marketing or business or, obviously our clinical practices. And to get 4 calls a week is amazing. We get 4 coaching calls every single week on all the big pillars, right? Whether it's business, whether it's the automation part, whether it's building your school community. It's fantastic. And the thing that I'm still amazed by is when I get on those calls, even though they're supposed to be maybe for an hour, they can go as long as 3 hours long. In the past, I had a 10-minute buzzer when we were on the hot seat with a question and answer with the founder or so forth, that we had 10 minutes to have our questions answered. So we could only go with the one question. But Atena is very patient. And you can go 20 minutes, even 30 minutes on the one call with her, which is amazing. So just her ability to be patient and be ready to teach has been amazing. And I've already gotten so much more resources than I thought I was going to get. So I think clearly they've over-delivered so far on what it was that I was signing up for. So I've been very grateful for that. Now, obviously my biggest win came right away because my first coaching call, as I mentioned with Atena, with the Q&A, was where she asked me, are you going to be coming to our Fiji Mastermind? And I said, no. Tatiana talked to me about that at the High Level Summit. I had told her, it's my 50th birthday. We're going away for 2 weeks. We had a big exotic vacation plan with my family. So no more vacations. We've quite overspent. We don't have any money. And she goes, but that's just a mindset. How much do you need to actually get to the Fiji Mastermind? Because it's important for you to do it. Obviously, when I become part of a coaching group, I really believe, and it really is true, you got to do whatever the coach says. I mean, that's your responsibility. So if they say, jump, I just say, how high? Okay, that's my philosophy. So she told me to come to Fiji. I'm like, okay, well, so should I come to Fiji? But I can't. She goes, so how much do you need? I said, probably be like $6,000 at least with the flights. I mean, it's halfway around the world. We're in Canada. That's crazy. That's like 17-hour time difference. But I was surprised. She immediately said, that's nothing. 6,000 is nothing. And I'm like, that is a lot. That's a lot. That's 2 weeks away is the mastermind. How can I get $6,000 in 2 weeks when I have no money? So it made me start to think. Obviously, I just, the first thing I did though is I was like, okay, maybe there's something there. But my first thing was, I have to do this. I've just joined the group. It's my first coaching call. My coaches told me I need to come halfway around the world. I just have to do it. So I came home. I talked to my wife about it. And she goes, well, you can't do that. Then it became, well, okay, if you really feel you need to do it, then you do it. I can't do it. I'll take care of the family. I said, no, you have to do it too. She goes, well, we just don't have the money. I said, well, would you feel better if we made the money within this 2 weeks? She said, of course. And I said, okay, me too. So let's just make sure that that's the motivation. And that's what Atena talked about too, that you can do anything. If you basically put your mind to it, if you felt like your children were in danger and you had to raise $6,000, would you do it? And that's what she had said. And that stuck with me. I was like, yeah, so if you want something bad enough, you're going to make that happen, no doubt. Of course, we're going to protect our kids. Of course, here, if I feel like this is going to help me with my interest to support my family, that it's going to provide value to me, then I'm going to make it happen. And so the next 2 weeks was insane. The next 2 weeks, got me motivated like I've never hustled that much in 2 weeks. I was driven. I was making sure that things are going to happen. So whatever was said through our success manager, through Janine, which is great that we have a 24/7 success coach with us. That's fantastic. Again, never had that before. So, through her, through Atena, through Tatiana as well, messaging, it's great that they all are looking after you. It comes across they're really heart-centered. They care. They want you to succeed. And it's really beautiful. And that kind of resonates with me. And so not only is there that intelligence that they have, that they supply, and the know-how strategy, but again, that human aspect, which I think is so beautiful, that inspires. So through that and through that hard work then, amazing things happen. I went into the lab and I was able to construct an irresistible offer, as they say. And it's so easy in the lab. You have the language models there, and you create an offer called Black Friday. And I said, okay, this is the type of services I offer. So amazingly, it did all the work for me. It actually crafted my irresistible offer and how I should position myself and what kind of packaging I should do. So we just literally doubled the program for the same price, and we added more product. So it became like a $10,000 value for $3,000. And so it was really irresistible. I immediately ran webinars to it, a Q&A session to it. Whenever people came in, our team was speaking about it. We did an email blast on it. We did an SMS sequence. I put everything together, again, very, very in a short order. Still under the guidance of Janine and Atena on her next coaching call about how I can fine-tune things. And when we put it to work, amazingly, within 10 days of launching that, we were able to get $56,000. So $50,000, literally more than what was needed. $6,000 was needed, and now we did $56,000. So it was very inspiring. Clearly, we feel a lot more relaxed now being in Fiji, and I can't believe, yes, I'm in Fiji right now with my lovely wife, and we've had a great time, and with no stress, because we know that there is money in the bank, and we can actually enjoy ourselves. And we've enjoyed a whole extra week here as well that we added to the mastermind time, and we're able to enjoy it. So those rewards come in really handy. So I'm looking forward to more rewarding for me and my family as we progress and continuing to grow. So that's why I'm grateful for AIpreneurs. Well, I mean, I totally understand, first of all, because I've been there too. And there's always that fear. And the real fear is, am I going to get a return on investment? That's the bottom line. So I would say if you're willing to do the work, then this program is for you, because their know-how and their strategy, again, I've been part of a lot of coaching groups, business, marketing, etc. But this is the full package. I've done like 1 year manifestation, like law of attraction courses. I spent a lot of money. But here, they actually bring it all together. That's what I've been amazed about. They actually bring in mindset. They bring in sales. They talk about marketing. And specifically now with the AI movement, this is where we need to be. This is a table to be at. And this is the best table when it comes to AI. So, again, if you want to be able to make sure that you're moving ahead in any industry, you need AI. So this is a table to be at, no matter who you are. So that's what I would say first. But yes, you have to be ready to do the work. But if you are ready to do work, you can trust that this ship will take you there, because that's what I'm always thinking. I'm like, I know I can do the work, but do I trust this ship? Is this going to take me from A to B? Because I don't know. But I can tell you, and that's why benefit of testimonials is that it definitely does. It already has taken me quickly, very, very quickly, in a couple of weeks, which is crazy. So I'm really looking forward to where it takes me from here. And it absolutely will. It has all the tools, all the resources, all the support. So I would say jump on in. That's what I tell those fence sitters. Jump on in, and you have to sometimes trust and have blind faith at times, and then you'll see. And that's the situation here. So we're doing $1 million of profit in a year. And I know that with, again, the tools and the support here, and of course, my efforts, that we'll be able to do that. There's no question at all. So that's the metrics. And we're going to keep having our little progress checks monthly to make sure we're moving toward that. And we're going to get there.